to, to make himself feel, manly. And then,
did you hear what they did last night on their show? They were actually simulcasting our show in the background and chomping at it like kids.
Who's they?
The Jew and Jewish producer.
When the one angry Jew was circumcised, they cut a little too far down, and now he kind of just has a vagina.
Well, there you go. I'm glad that, I could help make their show better.
Well, I went live on my show because they asked me to go live on my show. And, we have an update from the One Angry Jew. Should I play it?
Play it.
In this little bubble, this little world. And this fucker is just really rocking my boat,
I do know. Yeah.
No, what that means, he's rocking my boat, it's like, just go. It's like, okay, I always pretend like it's a high school, okay? And I'm like this senior, and I'm walking down the halls, and I'm holding my books in my backpack or whatever I've got I'm doing. And there's this guy that's constant, this nerdy guy that's not even, it's too nerdy for the band even. And he's just like bothering me. And I'm just like, go away, get away from me. What? I don't want to know you. That doesn't mean anything bad. Just leave. That's what I mean by he's rocking my boat. He's not making me mad. He's making a fool out of himself, and maybe I care enough about the guy to tell him to stop it. Does that matter? Are y'all still there? Did y'all hang up? Am I all alone? Oh, well, you can put me on hold all you want, Barko, but you can't stop my show. I'm on the air right now, by the way. I was telling everybody. Yeah, so you can put us on hold all you want, Barko. Just saying. Where did my show go? Let me find. Oh, wait a minute. I lost everything, I think. I lost my... What did I lose? Did I lose my... Hold on just a second. I got to find my desktop. I think my desktop crashed. I think it did. I think the Jew is hacking me as usual. Yeah. Let me see if I'm still on. No, I'm still on. I think. Am I still on? Can y'all hear me? Let me do a mic check here. Okay, it's saying, hold on just a second. Hold on, I don't know if I'm going out over the airwaves here or not. The internet airwaves, because the Jew, I think, is... Oh, I am, Apocalypse. Thank you for answering me. I have to go through a bunch of trouble to go to Safari and hit bookmarks and then Debbie Daily and then... click over here, even though it is a Mac and it's lightning fast. Hold on. Click over here, even though it is I'm still on. Yeah, but Barko's got me on hold. And then he hung up on me. What a little girl. Jesus. I mean, come on. What a little girl. Are you kidding me? That's why when I call it, Heather always goes, I believe anything my mom says. Because my mom calls it like a boss. We'll have somebody walk in the house and I'll say, stay away from her, Heather. Stay way away from him. He's a sweetheart. She's just got this magic thing about people. And I could just ask me about anybody. Just give me a name in the chat room and I will tell you one word, exactly what they are. I swear to God, and I will not be any the least bit off. I just have this thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just one of those people that you just haven't ran into in life. I just have this thing that I know about people. I can see through them and whatever. It's weird. And I'm not bragging. It's a curse and a blessing at the same time. You spoil me.
It hasn't worked yet.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. He's working on this new gadget. Not doing so well for him.
Go gadget.
Stabby. Look at this.
Someone to see ya.
This came up from last night. Well, we won't play Baby Mine again. That was... And why did Louis B come up? You know what? I don't have my board. My board's gone. Let me think. Let me look. No, there's my console. And here comes my intro. Now, this is classic trolling here.
In an effort to promote free speech,
The Debbie Daily Show
does not censor its broadcasts. The statements, views, and opinions contained in our programs are those of the individual hosts and participants, and are not necessarily those of the
Debbie Daily Show.
owner or other broadcasters. Free speech. It's more than just words.
Scotland 400 years ago. He is not alone. There are others like him. Some good, some evil. For centuries he has battled the forces of darkness, with holy ground his only refuge. He cannot die unless you take his head and with it his power. In the end, there can be only one. He is
The news guy.
Rats! The Debbie Daily Show. I've lost one. He's going to kill me.
Why would a man have to constantly... Jesus Christ.
A little high on that one.
I believe we belong to my Father in heaven, and his name is Yahweh! Yahweh! Yahweh!
I'm George Takei, and he's the T-Rex of Talk Shoe. You're listening to the News Guy Show.
Mr. News Guy.
Who do you think you are?
Mr. News Guy. You're never gonna get my love. Not because you wear all those Iceland clothes and try to make me mad by flirting with a Jew. Do you think I can't afford to give you my love? You think you're higher than every Spreaker host, Mr. News Guy. Who do you think you are, Mr. News Guy? I'm reading the karaoke lyrics. You're never gonna get my love. Now I know all the bullshit you say on your show. You say you hate my guts and I know that you try to troll. You made me cry. Never mind, no you didn't. And if you're trying to keep me happy, I'm just trying to keep you satisfied, Mr. News Guy. Who do you think you are, Mr. News Guy? Who's Amy Turner? You're never gonna get my love. I'm watching Soul Train with the lyrics going by. What? I'm trying to sing to the news guy.
What?
I was singing to the news guy.
Yeah, I was trying to get back on the call, but it was being weird, so I don't know what to do.
Barko ponytailed out.
Oh. That's
He does
fair.
that all the time. He rage quits. He runs away like a little girl sometimes.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, Debbie, to answer your question before, the reason why Chris doesn't get on calls with me and stuff is because he wants no part in the Spreaker drama. He's just kind of doing his own thing.
No, I'm just saying whenever I hear him in the background, like, hey, Chris!
Shut up, Ellie. I'm watching TV.
It's because we kind of, just, he does his own thing, And like, okay, shut up, dude. And the thing I was gonna say about like, guy flirting with me and everything, like I've always felt uncomfortable when people give me sexual comments, and I guess that's why it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know.
I'm talking to you with
Thanks for not paying attention to me, Debbie.
Well, you obviously, okay, be honest with everybody. How old are you?
What do you mean, everybody?
No. There's a reason I'm asking. You know you're safe with me. How old are you, seriously? 21, 22, what?
22.
Okay. You're young, and you're not used to being adored by a man yet. Because I went through this, too. When I was living with my first boyfriend, he was this guy that would tear me down. And then when I went out with Victor's best friend one time, he asked me to move in with him the next day after the first time I went out with him. And I left him. And this guy, his name was Ronnie, he was really, really sweet to me. And he would say, oh, my God, you're beautiful. Your legs are awesome. And the other guy would say, you're skinny. Are you going to wear that? Why didn't you wear your hair that way? And I realized, and I'm not saying this is what's going on with you, but I realized that I had a head game played on me about, and I was very inferior, and it made me really uncomfortable. And then I realized after I looked in the mirror, I thought, yeah, I do look pretty fucking good, you know? And so,
well, I mean, I know I look pretty, and I mean, like,
it's just your age. You're just young. That's all it is.
The first time that Chris flirted with me and everything. I mean, he's a really sweet person. Like, everybody makes him out on Spreaker to be this weird person, but you know how people tell lies about you.
I see right through it.
He's such a sweetheart. Oh my goodness.
I can
love him,
I
Debbie.
can read people's photos. I mean, I can see it in people's faces. And I have this weird innate ability to just see what people are. I mean, that's why I just call it, and Victor's sitting here. Can I call it Vic or not? Can I? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's working with his new gadget. What did you have here? You have the Sapphire Mix Control? Mm-hmm. He's a Inspector Gadget. The kids go, Inspector Gadget. You're a gadget person too? See, you should live with Vic, and I could live with Joe, and we could give Ashtan let's give Ashtan over to the Jew for a while. She'll kill him.
I'm not even joking. I would never leave Chris. I love him too much.
That's sweet. That's what it's all
about.
I do.
I love him like to death. Oh my goodness.
Do y'all put up a little Christmas tree and little stockings and stuff?
We do.
Aww.
We've already got it up, and I've already wrapped his presents too.
Good gosh.
And it's not even Thanksgiving.
You didn't hear that one, Vic.
No, because I'm December 24th, buddy.
Victor goes out the day before and buys stuff. He goes to Tiffany. I think he goes to Tiffany because they wrap the gift for him. You know, I honestly believe that.
So he doesn't have to do it himself.
Well, Tiffany always wraps the gift. I have so many blue Tiffany boxes, I could stack them up a mile high because anytime it's anything, he just goes to Tiffany. And Heather and I think it's because they wrap, because Tiffany is not expensive. You just think Tiffany is because you're going, it's Tiffany's.
It's Tiffany.
Tiffany is actually below. They have their prices are below most retail jewelers. To be honest with you, I'm not kidding either. I am not kidding. That's what Heather used to say when she was. Mom, Stephen would get out of the bathroom and go, Mom, I'm freezing.
Aww.
Well, they were weird kids, you know, when they were little.
Isn't every kid weird, though? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I guess. Oh. Did you hear me pop my back? Did you go, ouch? That was my back.
Did it feel good or did it hurt?
I don't know. I just do it all the time. Do you twist and pop your back?
I pop my ankles all the time. I absolutely love it. Oh, but I was going to say,
what's that?
Because I like to ramble and backtrack all the time. The reason why you don't hear, me and Chris bickering in the background with you and Vic is because when Chris is home, I want to be with him because we don't get to see each other as much as we like to. We're both working now, and it's like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So, when he's not home, I'm fucking around trolling people.
I kind of thought he wouldn't be home and she is with Chris, and I'll tell you how I know this. The other day, will Chris hear this? No, it's okay.
No, because it's a private Skype call.
No, I'm on the air.
Are you really?
Yes. Oh my God, I told you that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
You haven't said anything wrong. Nothing. You just said, I love Chris to death, put up a Christmas tree. Guy.
Everybody fucking seeing my true personality now. That's great.
No. The other day she went into Chris's Mad Laboratory where he broadcasts, and I was like, ooh, girl, you're going to get in trouble. She goes, I don't know how to work it. And so she goes on her cell phone and does a FaceTime with me and shows me the board. And so she's definitely with Chris, because I saw his setup, and it is a professional setup. And
yes, I'm definitely with him.
Did you get in trouble? No,
I did not get in trouble. He's not like that. It's
I
like,
know.
It's like
she tried to call
like
him. She tried to call him at work. She goes, "How do you unmute the mic?" And he's like, "I'm at work. Goddamn it!"
That's not what he said, Debbie.
He
said, "Wait till I get home."
He said, "Wait till I get home."
Because he knows me. He knows I'm a little derpy. So when it comes to that,
you're like Morticia Adams playing with the trains. You're going to get in a lot of trouble one day. No, I'm kidding you.
No. We don't get in trouble with each other. Like, the thing is, we have
I get in trouble.
Respect for each other.
You know what Victor did one time that was so funny? This is a real short, funny story. He had come home, and I was mad at him, and we had a great big fight. He was sitting out in the den watching sports, and it was hot as piss outside. He was watching baseball. And I had it's a portable air conditioner that stands up, and you run the hose out the window because my computers were getting so hot. So I had that on in here. So I was being a bitch, and I would go out there, sneak out there, and I would turn the air off, and he would fall asleep and wake up in a pool of sweat. Check it out. So I did that like 2 times, and then I fell asleep while I was watching a movie on my computer. He walks in here and he takes that cord and he goes, bam! He unplugs it and he goes, try it again, fucker. And I went, woo, shit. I mean, Victor would never, ever do that to my computer. He took that cord and went, bam! He goes, if you fucking touch it again, just wait and see what happens. And I went, God damn, all right, fuck. So for all y'all that think he's a beta cuck, Victor is not a beta cuck. Trust me when I say that. He came home one day. He comes walking in the house about 2 or 3 months ago. I go, what are you looking for? And he goes, give me your goddamn bag. And he pulls out my bag, and he pulls out my wallet, and he gets that credit card, that Visa that's actually his. He has a $25,000 limit Visa. And I go, what are you doing? He takes it and he starts just destroying it with his hands, goes folding and folding and folding. He goes, if you even fucking try it again online, just try it, he said. Go ahead and try it.
What did you do, Debbie?
I went shopping and I bought some stuff with the Visa. I spent $1,500 in one day.
Oh.
I know. And it was in person, too, so I assigned him. It's not online. Because sometimes online, he'll call the place and he'll go, I'm sorry, we didn't order this, please. Please cancel this. He watches
Debbie.
stuff. Well, I'm just saying he is not. They think that that he's my bitch or something. I don't fuck with that crazy son of a bitch. He'll kill me. And he's never laid a hand on me, but he's mean. I mean, he can get real fucking mean real quick.
But I mean, you love each other, right?
Oh my
Obviously,
God, yes.
So.
Oh, absolutely. But
as long as y'all are happy, you know.
I wouldn't be married to a cuck. Are you kidding me? I couldn't stand that. Are you joking me?
So you wouldn't marry the one who angered you?
Fuck. No, you don't marry a man with the hopes of changing him, and that's what a lot of us do because we have the Nightingale theory on us. We marry a man. We come into a relationship knowing that the man will change for us, and a man comes into a relationship hoping that the woman will not change. See, remember I told you about the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I mean, that totally changed Heather's life and all of her friends when I made them all read it because it gets you into the mind of a male and it gets the male into the mind of a female. Did you know the number one problem between males and females, and he studied them for 30 years, Allie, 30 years before he wrote the book. And it's been on the number one selling books list for I don't know how long. That there's, and I now know this for a fact. When a man talks, the worst thing that you could possibly do is offer him advice. And when a female talks, the number one worst thing you can offer her is advice. I
don't know, though, because when I ask people for advice, I legit want advice.
Well, if you ask for it, that's fine. But if you come home and say, God, I hate my job. It just freaking sucks, Chris. I don't know what I'm going to do. And he goes, well, I told you to quit the goddamn job, blah, 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 blah. Because Ed's going to piss you off because you just want to bitch and you don't want him to swoop in with his Superman shield on and try to save you. Because we usually do, but if you want advice, you can ask for it. But the worst thing you can do is if you walk outside and a guy's working on, say, the Christmas lights, and he goes, fuck, it's cold out here. And you go, you know, those over there really could look a lot, but well, you will kill him. You'll kill him. And the minute you start killing him, he will go off and find a female that won't kill him. And that's fact. That's why they are very weird. Did you know that when a man tells you he loves you, he doesn't believe he should ever have to say that again? He'll say, I fucking told you I loved you.
Well, I mean, we tell each other we love each other every day. And
well,
it's just
I know that, but I'm just trying to give the other people maybe a little bit of advice because maybe Chris is different than most guys or something. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think everybody's a little bit different. I mean, that's just kind of how God created us. But,
well, yeah, but I mean, this is just the basic Venus and Mars thing, and it's like, you know, I don't know. It's just different things. And a man,
like I couldn't handle somebody like Vic. Like I'm glad I got somebody like Chris because I mean, he's such a sweetheart. And, you know, we both kind of work together because I'm not a picky person. Like, I'm not like bitching about this, and that. And we just kind of fit together.
Victor he absolutely spoils me rotten. I mean, it's like, it's all, and he's not listening right now because he's out there watching a football game. It's all he does. I mean, it's just like, no, I swear to God, he's sitting here doing something for me right now. You know how he crashed the computer that I used to do Tyrone and the old grandma and Blaine on? He crashed that computer, and he's trying to rig it up to where it'll work off my Macintosh laptop. And because he graduated with a degree in audio engineering from the University of Texas, and he's really good. He could take an AM radio and have me on Spreaker in 1 minute, probably the way he is with wiring and stuff. But anyway, that's beside the point. But it's bizarre. I mean, I think it's great, but he has what's the most amazing demonstrative love. I mean, it's like I told everybody, I finally came clean with everybody that night when I played that song that Heather gave to me and Victor on our 10th wedding anniversary. And she was young, and she said that she already knew for a fact that was the song that was written for me and her father. And I forgot what it was. I always forget what the name of it is. It's by those people called the Jugs or the Judds. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And
I like that kind of stuff.
It's called, She Is His Only Need. And I swear to God, listen to some words of this song, and this is exact. It's Winona Judd. This is exactly what I'm going through over here with this guy. I swear to God. And it's just the most beautiful existence.
Here, while you play that, I'm going to mute myself for a second.
Billy was a small town loner who never did dream of ever leaving southern Arizona, wherever hearing wedding bells ring. He never had a lot of luck with the ladies, he sure had a lot of good working skills. Never cared about climbing any ladder, he knew the way in a small cafe, found a will. Met Miss Bonnie, and a little bit of her was a little too much. A few movies and a few months later, the feeling got strong enough. You didn't own a car, so it must have been love. I drove him uptown for a diamond. That's when he started going over the line, working overtime to give her things just to hear her say she don't deserve them, but he loved her and he just kept going overboard, over the limit to afford to give her things he knew she wanted, 'cause without her, for him. She is his own. every now and then. Bonnie worked until she couldn't tire a breath, and stayed at home and had the first of 2 children. And my old time to fly, the babies grew up and moved away. Left them sitting on the front porch, rocking, and Billy watching Bonnie's hair turn gray. And never once in a while you could see him get up and he'd head downtown, 'cause he'd heard about something she wanted, and it just had to be found. Didn't matter how simple or how much it was love. And boy, ain't that love just something strong enough to keep a man going over the line, working overtime to give her things just to hear her say she don't deserve pretty love her, and he just kept going overboard, over the limit to afford to give her things he knew she wanted. Without her, where would he be? See, it's not for him. She is his only need. Over the line, working overtime.
You know, the funny thing about it is when I was dating Victor's best friend, I dated Victor's best friend. I lived with Victor's best friend, his absolute best friend. And it was cool because there was nothing prior to that. Victor had come into my office several months prior, and I was in the front desk at that time. When he walked in, he saw me, and he said he just was blown away. And right then and there, he asked me to watch him. He's laughing. He said, "Do you like what is it? Rugby? Rugby." And
Rugby.
I said, well, yeah. And he goes, would you like to go? He goes, I play for the Dallas Guru. What are they called? Who?
Harlequins.
The Harlequins. He said, I play for the Dallas Harlequins. He played professional rugby. And I said, he goes, would you like to go watch me play Saturday? And I said, well, I kind of have a boyfriend right now. Well, then at a party, I met Ronnie. And Ronnie, I mean, he's amazing. And he would call me all the time prior to that when I would answer my phone, and he would go, it's Ronnie, the king of bail bonds. May I speak to Robert, please? And I would ring the call through. Well, then I was standing in a margarita machine one night at a party, and somebody whispered in my ear, it's the king of bail bonds. And I turned around and I went, Kim, my best friend Kim goes, you should have seen your face, Debbie. You look like you could have fallen over. And he goes, is this the Debbie that I talk to every day? And I said, yes. And Vic, so Ronnie took me down to his office one day, and I walked in, and I saw Vic, and he goes, you're Ronnie's Debbie? And I said, I know you. And he goes, you're that Debbie? And I said, yeah. I think Vic plotted to break us up, didn't you, Vic? Did you plot to break up me and Ronnie? Did you? Oh, I loved Victor. I wanted Victor in a bad way. No, I'm not kidding either. So one night I had fixed Victor up with one of my very best friends. And they went out, and we ended up all crashing at our house, mine and Ronnie's, where he had moved me in after the second date? And Victor was in the guest room with my best friend, and for some unknown reason, when I got up in the middle of the night to go get a drink, Victor was coming down the other end of the hallway, and we started kissing in the hallway. Didn't we, Victor?
Ooh,
Victor?
la la.
Oh, I was in love with Vic. I mean, I wasn't in love with Ronnie. I mean, he was a jerk. He was one of those kind of people that were mean and stuff like that. In fact, when I moved out, he picked up a stereo and threw it at me.
Oh, my goodness.
And then he bashed in the hood of my car. So Victor bought me
I would have whooped his ass.
Victor never loses. And I think when he saw me walking with Ronnie that day, he thought, because your buddy Flip told me that you told him I'm going to marry her a long, long time before you ever said anything about it.
That's always lie to Flip.
He says I used to lie to Flip a lot. You know, Flip's father he played in the professional basketball team. What team did he play for, Victor?
Cavaliers, I think.
The Cavaliers, I think he said. He's ignoring us right now. He's pulling a Chris top on us.
He's pulling a Kristaps. Hey, Kristaps doesn't ignore.
He's got his serious face on, his serious "shut up, Debbie, I'm trying to do something over here" face.
Can you really blame people though for not wanting to be a part of Spreaker drama?
Nah, to me it's like fighting a group of third graders or something.
Exactly, that's why he do his own thing. And I'm in my troll phase right now, so of course I gotta be involved.
Should I do some what?
Tell her to stop it.
Tell her to stop it?
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, Fufu to stop it. I thought you meant Allie. I was like, what the fuck is Allie doing?
Tell her to stop it.
All right,
Stop
we just
it,
had
Allie.
the
Stop
100.
trolling people.
Who
Be
just
nice.
won?
The internet is serious business.
Somebody just won the 100th comment on Debbie's DJ console here. It says 100. Let's see who that was. The winner is ching, the one angry Jew. Step right up, one angry Jew, and receive your prize. You are the 100th comment of the day here. The 100th comment. Go to register 3. Do what?
I've been trying to, ruffle his feathers up a little bit, call him out for what he is, but he, for some reason, doesn't want to debate me because he's scared of me, and I don't know why he's scared of me. For crying out loud. All the people to be scared of.
I'm not sure that he's afraid of you, Angel. I think he's just trying to get a... Now look at me talking. I think he's just trying to get a reaction out of you. I sound like Vic. Fuck off, Vic. I didn't mean that. All right, boys and girls, we're going to go live to Debbie's chat room. All right, boys, keep it above the belt. Now we come out with DJ Bad Guy in the blue trunks, weighing in at 225 pounds of solid steel. It's hailing from Florida, the Sunshine State, where everybody's beautiful. It's DJ Bad Guy. And over in the red corner, mean, fat, and full of shit, it is the one angry Jew. Keep it above the belt, ladies and gentlemen. And now round 1. Here we go with round 1. I'm going to read the chat log. The one angry Jew says, "Sure you would, old man." DJ Bad Guy goes, "I would really break you in 2 parts in real life. Fact." He goes, "Sure you would, old man." DJ Bad Guy says, "Let's prove it." He goes, "Well, come on to me, pussy," says the Jew. Ooh, that was below the belt. Whoa, 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 whoa. Debbie separates them. All right, stop that, you piece of shit, she says to the Jew. The Jew goes, "Wear your collar, bitch." "I go to Delaware often, says DJ Bad Guy. And we're going to go back up for a second. They're behind me. Hold on. Let's go. Hold on a second, Allie. I need to get the live chat. I'm reading it off the board here. That's a very intimidating picture. I'm reading on my show.
I'm just reading the chat and laughing.
Well, you're my commentary. Go ahead.
I actually have to go pretty soon, so I don't know how good of a commentary I'm going to be for you.
You're live on the show here with me. The Jew
Yes,
said...
I know that.
Look at that, Allie. The Jew says, "Is that where you buy your meth?" And DJ Bad Guy, he's got him against the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. He goes, "Answer me, Jew boy. Answer me, Jew boy."
Oh, come on, Jew. What are you going to do?
It's a ground and pound. Yeah, it's a ground and pound. Whoa, 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 everybody. Stop. Wait. Hold on. Go to your corners, boys. Whew, that was wild. I'm going to have to give that one to DJ Bad Guy. What do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree.
Round 1 looks like it's been going to DJ Bad Guy. Get ready for round 2. Now, what is that? The Jew is actually spitting out. What is that? Holy water? Give me a break. Round 2, boys. Let's go. All right, Allie.
Oh, he said he's going to dinner, Debbie. He's walking away.
Wait a minute. He has left the ring, ladies and gentlemen. The one angry Jew has conceded to DJ. And so the winner and still number 1 champion of the world, it's DJ Bad Guy.
And the crowd goes wild.
That sounds stupid, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm back.
You tried.
So we're back. So there you go. Wait a minute. We have a report from the locker room of the one angry Jew. What's going on? I played the wrong one. I played a turkey. It was supposed to be a chicken.
Close enough,
I was stupid.
All right, Debbie. Well, I gotta bounce.
All right,
Emma, if you're still alive when I come back, I'll get back on your show, unless you don't want me, because I have nothing intelligent to say. Amen.
Hey, stop it! You're going to listen to a. Shut up! You're gorgeous and smart and everything perfect. Good night. Don't insult her. Hold on, we have a. I'm going to turn on my scanner over here. I've got the red light is coming in. Yes. Yes.
I have a material witness on an aggravated battery.
Go ahead. Go ahead. This is Go ahead. This is Central.
With a handgun, and they believe this might be in retaliation.
Oh shit! Does he wear? What does he look? Can you give us any kind of description?
To her testimony.
To what testimony? Oh shit! I don't even know where to send them. Well, let's just hold on a second. We'll just do this one live here. Calling all cars, calling all cars. Be on the lookout for a man wearing a yarmulke, a little overweight, very pasty, no tan. He is retaliating against me, and he is also eating crow. That is all. Thank you. I don't know how to do a cop thing very good, I guess. I need to do that. Are you kidding me, Debbie? You have lost your mojo here during the day, sweetie. This is not good. Well, I'll tell you what. You can stick it straight up your ass, Jew. Whenever I want to say it to you, I will... Oh, never mind. That was stupid, too. I'm sorry. I just don't have it going right now. Allie wakes me up out of a dead sleep. And, hold on. I got to text somebody. Now, that was even stupider, wasn't it? Stupider, that's not even a word. Look what I found, Mr. Shea. Gosh, that's funny. So, DJ Bad Guy beat the shit out of the Jew. Hi, Bong. How you doing, Joe Seeker?
I see the one angry Jew is has come out from underneath a rock somewhere.
Hold on, I think we have a live report from the Jew. Go ahead, Jew. Are you on the air? Go ahead, you're on the air, Jew.
Well, just got my ass kicked, and I'm going to go hide, because I just can't show my face any longer.
It's not working. It's your voice. You need to work on it more. He's trying this new thing he has, and it's not working. Didn't that sound just like Victor's voice to you? Yes, the Jew conceded defeat to Lord Shea, Joe.
What, were they both on your show?
We did a chat room boxing match, and he threw off his gloves and went to the locker room.
Wow, he got beat up by a guy, eh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's pretty well how I figured it would go.
And he did some show on his other channel recently that says Jew offers a...
I know.
Is he for real? Was he for real with that?
I don't know, listen to his shows, but I think now he's going, see, these are the stages of rejection, Debbie, of heartbreak. Like, first it was anger, fuck you, I can do better than you, Debbie, I don't need you.
It's denial, anger, bargaining, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
Yeah, so, we're going through... we're going through the stages of, heartbreak. And the Jew is showing all the, he's in the bartering system where he's trying to fix this problem.
Wait a minute. Kevin Kierstad says, okay, I'm out. I'm not going to listen to a stoned, wobbly-legged dick boy. What? Whoa. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Did
Kevin's
you hear what
all
he just
hostile
called you,
towards
Victor?
me for no reason.
Victor, Kevin Kierstad, he just called you a wobbly-legged dick boy.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why do you hate Vic so bad, Kevin?
No shit, that's rude. I think I know why.
Debbie loves him.
No, I think I know why. I think it's because you read his.
Oh, about him beating his wife up and stuff, and being a degenerate, not raising his own kid.
I don't think he would do that. I honestly don't.
Listen, I don't know if he did it or not.
You know
These
why?
are not my words.
No.
These are the words of the Supreme Court of Vermont.
Joe, who loves you? Me? Yes.
I
but
know. I'm just saying.
Read the allegations made to Heather, and they were absolute ridiculous, so much that Sean was caught on camera in the courtroom smiling as the judge read them, laughing at one point, saying that Heather does drugs and Heather runs a... Heather has never done a drug in her freaking life. And the judge, when you go to get a TRO, which starts off a child suit, as you know, I mean, I guess, right?
Yeah, but you realize that Kevin's docs was the Supreme Court.
But she can allege anything, and he can go in there and try to deny anything he can. Once it's alleged, it's out there. Like I could say, hey, Victor's a pedophile. I've thrown the skunk in the jury box now. Even if he's not, I've just put that in your mind. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not what happened. It was found, like one lower court believed what she said, and then he claimed what you're saying and went to the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court also, for whatever reasons. Now, they very well could have been false accusations, right? I don't know. But for whatever reason, 2 levels of court within Vermont, found it.
The only thing that and I'm a paralegal, the only thing that the appeals court goes off of is not, they don't rejudge the case. They go off of technicalities, period. Was everything played by the book? And if they do not agree, they send it back for retrial. They're not allowed to try a case. And so all they did was saw that she had a damn good attorney, and she followed every single...
Yeah, but it wasn't
I'm
an
not,
appeals court. He went.
Yes,
to the
it wasn't.
Court.
It was that's an appeals court.
He chose to come out of family court and go into criminal court, basically. He had, according to the documentation, he had no family members show up and testify for him or fuck all. Right? So everything was his word, and she had witnesses and shit. So, I wasn't there and you weren't there, and there's no way we'll know.
But it's not fair. It's not fair to say that when you really don't know what happened. Do you really, sweetie?
And all I did was read.
I'm not white knighting.
All I did was read
the
document that the Supreme Court of Vermont.
But I'm telling you right there. I'm telling you right here on the spot that if you were to see some of the appeals, the slip opinions, okay, there have been people that have been released from prison because of DNA testing, and before they were reversed and remanded and everything was denied. They have spent 20-something years in prison, and they didn't do a damn thing. So I'm saying you cannot believe what's written in the courts. You can't. You can't. Sometimes you can. And I've worked in the courts. I'm saying sometimes you can, but most times you can't. And when I found it with my own flesh and blood, I mean, if you were to read, you know what I'm saying? You know how the trolls like Herpington and Chimp Hat would go and get all those documents out of the court and post them all over with, Heather this and Heather that. And, the maternal grandmother is not allowed to be around the minor child and all that. You can't believe all that shit. I keep Jet. I mean, are you kidding me? It's just stupid. But I understand. I mean, okay, let me ask you this, Joe. Is everything in the court system about you true?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's in there. There's a few assaults in there. For sure.
No, I'm talking about like child custody cases and stuff like that. All the allegations made against you.
There was never any allegations made about me in child custody stuff that I'm aware of, because it was my son was taken away. Well, basically was taken away from my wife and sent to live with me.
10-4. Well, but did you kind of exaggerate what she did, maybe just a wee bit?
Who, me? I didn't have anything to do with it.
What happened? Well, you don't have to tell me what happened.
No, I'll tell you what happened.
Don't do it if you don't want to, sweetie. I'm just saying.
No, I'll say it right here on the air. I got nothing to be ashamed of. My wife was having an affair with her boss, and she left the house and the boy and everything with me. And then a month or so later, she came back and we tried to work things out, and it didn't work out, so she left again. So I didn't handle the breakup well. I fell into old habits. The boy was still living with me, and I was living wide open, getting back into heavy drugs and stuff. And it was no big secret in the town we live in. So she comes back and says, well, I want, the boy to come live with me. And I thought, the boy should be with his mother and everything. And because I certainly wasn't living no life that was fit for him. So I moved out of the house. They moved back in and everything like that. Well, long story short, a couple years later, he's at school and he gets in trouble. And anyway, the first thing you know, he comes back to school and he's got marks on him and people get called. And then I was one of the last people called. Like they called in the Matt reported the abuse at school. They called in the school psychologist, which is the first thing they do, I guess, and then they talk to him. And then once they determine something, then they call in, I guess, community services. You know what I mean? Child protection.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
And then they come in, and then they get the law involved, and then they contact me, right? And then everything goes, and it ended up that he come to live with me. I never testified nothing. I never give a statement about nothing. It had nothing to do with me.
How old was he? Did he choose to live with you? Because when you're 13 in the United States, you choose who you go to.
He was about 10 and a half when he come to live here. And I was living with a girl that I got along with great, but...
Let me tell you something, people out there in radio land. You pose the most dangerous threat to a child when you have them live with your wife and their boyfriend, because they secretly hate that child.
Yeah, well, like she's remarried, and the guy she remarried.
Meaning, did her boyfriend do it?
No, fuck, it was all her. She got herself in a big fucking mess at work.
Oh,
down there with her boss, and fucking his ex-wife still worked there and stuff anyway.
Technically, Victor, your parents should have lost custody of you, I guess, when you were young.
The girls at work were picking on her and putting the whore to her and stuff, and she was coming home and abusing the boy.
That's not good. They want us to move on onto the topic. So
this is just it. Guy says I'm doxing myself.
You're not doxing yourself.
I don't hide from who I am. This is why I always laugh at these threats of these doxes.
And when you're on my show, it's more like it's got more like a feminine swing to it. It's not like, hey, fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so what? I'm the only guy in the world who had a whore wife, who cheated on him. Yeah, right.
Remember the night, Foo, stop it. Remember the night you were on my show and I played that song for you by, what was that guy's name? Sam Kinison. Yeah. Remember? That is perfect for your ex-wife. He goes, remember what, I forgot what it says.
In her defense, when we were first married, I was a lousy husband. I would fuck off for days at a time and go on coke trips and drunks and fucking, you know what I mean? So I give her 1,000 reasons to leave me 1,000 times. So I deserved everything I got. Well, who didn't deserve what he got was the kid. And for those things, I can't forgive her. But for anything that happened between me and her as a relationship, that's what happens, right? That shit happens. But you can't abuse kids. I don't believe in it. So
yeah, you have to give them a chance. Everybody, you have to give them a chance at a normal life, and you will mess them up bad in the first. Look at Gunner, Victor. Look at Gunner.
And everybody says about Guy Shea, about me and Guy Shea. How do I talk to Guy Shea? That's the one thing I like about Guy Shea, right?
What?
That no matter what, is that Guy, when push come to shove, Guy stood up and opened his home to his family. And he didn't turn his back on like his grandkids and stuff, right? So Guy's Guy, but when it really, really matters, Guy does what's right.
Victor gave you a hell yeah. I mean, he's probably, in a softer moment, he is probably one of the
Watch it there.
Victor goes, watch it. Okay, all right. Not okay. He one of
hardcore.
No, he's not hardcore. That's for the real, the other guys. But no, he's probably one of the. I would put him definitely put him over on the side of a real man. I mean, he's a great guy. To be honest with you, totally honest with you. As in you, because I can see right through people. I don't care if we're on the internet, we're on the phone, we're standing in line at the grocery store. I just have this innate ability to look right through people. You are a kitten, Joe, a great guy. But see, it's the perfect balance. You would also rise up and kill somebody. So you're not, but you won't. I mean, a beta cuck male is just so easy to describe. They're the kind that, oh no, I don't like Debbie Daly. I don't like Debbie Daly. And then go behind their backs, like some people we all know and love, and be all sweet and kiss ass to me. That's a beta cuck right there to me. Do you see what I'm saying? A real guy does whatever he wants, whenever he wants to do it, but he's not afraid to sit and kiss on a puppy's cold nose.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Spreaker is it's a bit of its own little social thing.
It's a magnet for betas.
It's sort of like a bar that we all hang out at. And nobody's going to tell me who I can sit at the bar and talk to.
Try to tell Lester who to talk to and watch what happens.
Yeah, I'll talk to who I want, when I want, right? And if that's just the way it is, and that upsets somebody else, then fucking that seems to be more their problem than mine.
Exactly. There you go. Now you get it. Well, you've always had it.
So
here you go, Debbie. This is Joe singing to you, Debbie, you bitch.
Wild thing, I think you move me. But I wanna know for sure. Every time I kiss you, I taste what other men had for lunch. The only thing that gets you off is to see me in pain, but I think I love you. You make my heart scream. You took everything. Oh, wild thing. Wild thing, I think you move me. It just came to my mind. I thought I'd say that. You make me trust you, then stuck the knife in my heart. You're a lying, unfaithful, untrustable tramp, but I think I love you. You make my heart scream. You took everything. Wild thing.
Mrs. Seeker.
Oh, we all got some kind of wild thing that went through our lives and made it hell. Because everybody's had one, you, me, nobody likes to lose. And you know she's out there laughing at you. I don't care if it was last week or third grade. Someone broke your heart. What was her name? I'll never forgive you. How do you live with yourself? You never loved me. You used me.
Wild Thing.
That's right, bitch. I like the giggle at the end. He giggles like Goose. I love Goose's giggle. When he gets really tickled, he'll giggle. He'll go. You know what? It's funny because that song was the ultimate troll because he had that chick on there named what's that hot chick I was showing you? I was showing you the video. What's her name? Tawny Katane? No, that wasn't her. That was the girl that had the affair behind the back of the evangelist named, of course you're Canadian, so you might not know this. This girl had an affair behind the back of this really, really big shot evangelist that was always on the air going, I just need your money. And he had the wife that had all the makeup.
Jimmy Swaggart.
No, that wasn't him. It was the other guy that had the wife with all the makeup on.
Oh, Tammy Faye and...
Jim Baker. Jim Baker had an affair with this whore. She was like a prostitute type person.
Yeah.
And so this guy, Sam Kinison, gets her in the video and sticks it straight up Jim Baker's ass. It was great.
Yeah, when Jimmy Stewart got busted, he used to really give Ozzy Osbourne a hard time, eh?
Oh,
and
no.
When Jimmy Stewart got busted, Ozzy did a song about him called Miracle Man.
No, he didn't.
Oh, you never ever seen that video?
No, where?
You should look it up. It's on YouTube, Miracle Man.
Is it the same?
Ozzy does like a video where he's got like the mask on and like the Jimmy Stewart mask on, and he's like begging forgiveness, and he's in a church, and there's like all these pigs on the floor.
And that's straight out at, oh shit, look at this. It's horrible.
Miracle Man. You never ever seen this? This is fucking awesome.
Oh my God, there he is crying.
Please forgive me, for I have sinned against you, my Lord.
Wait, we got to show this to the chat room if they want to take part in this little thing. You know, I think it's great when people do this. I don't have a problem with this stuff at all. That's why I love South Park. I just think it's great.
Did you notice the bottom of the screen was flash and credit cards accepted?
Yes, I saw that. Here's what I'm looking at, everybody, right here. Boink, boink. Are y'all getting along, or we're going to have to get another cage match going here? That's what we're looking at. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Credit cards accepted. I have sinned.
Please forgive me, for I have sinned against you, my Lord.
Oh, I get it. He's throwing his pearls amongst swine. Oh, shit. Lord, forgive me. Yeah, and he's on the cross right there, right? Oh my God, this is horrible, Joe. I've never seen this.
Great, this is classic.
Oh my God. You're busted. Those pigs are afraid of him. They probably smell the evil in him. You know, I remember one thing my dad told me when he was dying. It was really weird, but I've told this people many times before. I said, you know, where am I going to get all my education about life and stuff from? And he goes, well, remember one thing. And then a day or two later, he goes, remember one thing, Deborah. You can judge a man by how well he's respected by his peers, other men. And this man right here, Ozzy Osbourne, is probably the most well-respected rocker ever put in rock and roll, ever. I mean, everybody still adores this man. Isn't that true?
Yeah, well, I used to like him a lot better when he wasn't so mainstream.
Well, I'm talking about he still does the Ozfest, doesn't he? And he
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff like that. Now, Bill Ward don't have much good to say about him.
Really? Who's Bill Ward?
Well, Bill Ward was the drummer for Black Sabbath.
Oh, really? Why not?
Well, Ozzy had some not very flattering things to say about his drumming.
Really? That's interesting. You know who's a jerk around the water cooler in rock and roll is Ted Nugent.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm not kidding. I mean, he never even...
Remember a couple years ago at the State of the Union address that they sat him beside that big gay guy?
No, I don't for some reason.
Don't you remember that?
I think when he was in rock and roll real heavy, he got rid of, was it Paul, what was his, Paul St. John, what was his, the main, did all of the singing? He tried to make everybody even think that was him singing on that album. The first album was the only album he ever did with the shit, because after that, he fired something St. John, and then he went to shit because that was the only thing he had was that singer. And he never claimed to have a band. He would have people that would sit in with him, and until they all fought to be on the album to get recognition on the first album. Every album was called, it just had Ted Nugent. It never had members of the band on the front cover, and he was hard to get along when he fired them. And every time he did a concert, it was usually a different person. And that comes from the first. Yeah, my uncle was Cliff Davies of the band, and so trust me when I'm telling you.
Ted Nugent's an arrogant fuck.
Well, he was hard to get along with. There was never anything called the Ted Nugent Band. He never would say, "I'm Ted Nugent. You're not Ted Nugent." But then the first person that walked out on him after the very first album, his name was Derek St. Holmes. I'm wrong. I thought it was St. John. Derek St. Holmes made that band. And when he walked, it went, and he never recovered. And it's because he was an asshole. I mean, my uncle was fixing to sue him when Cliff was doing time one time to get recognition on, he did a live album after his original Ted Nugent right there, and he did double live Gonzo, and that was when he was doing time or something like that. He's my second uncle. He's a lot older than I am. And in fact, he's already passed away. But anyway, he didn't give them any credit, and they were sitting in on some of the live action in double live Gonzo. So just saying, he's really a jerk. Really, really a jerk is what I've always been told, and that was by somebody that knew him pretty good. So anyway, just saying. Anyway, so yeah. But I think I told you that one time, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. So, yeah. Anyway. So I was directing that song straight at your ex-wife. I think the words of that song are funny that Sam Kinison says.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't get me wrong. She was a pretty good-looking chick, and I got her 10 pretty years out of her, so, it wasn't all bad for me. She believed someday that she was gonna, I don't know. Everybody does what they do. I know, when me and her met, I was 4 years older than her. She was 17. I guess I was 23 years older than her. And then, when we broke up, she was 30, right? So nobody's the same person at 30 that they are at 17, right? So
I think people's best years are their 30s.
You want to know the truth?
What?
I don't think she liked me anymore once I started slowing down. I think that I became boring. Because we seemed to get along better when I lived wilder.
Well, they say that when a woman cheats on a man, it's because she doesn't feel protected by him, and she is secretly calling him out to raise a sword and a shield to get her back. That's just what I've heard.
Yeah, well, I think
maybe she was just a slut.
No, I think when she left, she was ready to go, right? But I think I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Don't look back.
Oh well, I don't. I accept things, and I move on. There's nothing I can do about it.
I mean, it's hard to complain when you're living in paradise, Joseph. It's hard to complain.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen where you live, okay? Seriously, I know what you're saying, though.
Me in my $10,000 house, living the dream.
Yeah, but all these people out
Controlling
here.
traffic daily.
Victor pays 2 mortgages right now. Think about that.
Cool.
I didn't know that Ted Nugent had all these albums. Love Grenade, Penetrator, Little Miss Dangerous. Oh, that's the girl that he had, the girlfriend that dumped him. That girl, he met her after he broke up with his wife that had his 2 children. And then there's Crave Man, Free for All, The Great, Tooth, Fang, and Claw. But see, nothing ever even got airplay. Nothing like the original.
Cat Scratch Fever.
Yeah, but what else? What else was on Cat Scratch Fever besides Cat Scratch?
I know, you know what I mean. But he never had a lot of big hits like he did
Look at
earlier.
all these fucking albums, Joe. Look at these: Scream, Dream, Hunt, Magic.
Guitar players like him. He is a good guitar player. There's no doubt about that.
Do you think he's as good as Angus?
Angus Young?
Yes. Do you think he's the best?
Well, I don't think Angus is the best. So.
You know what they said when the 1999 turned into the 2000? Who was the guitar player of the Millennium?
Oh.
I forgot his name. I'll find out though. He was on this. He was on this show right here. No, I lost money because we were all betting and stuff, and his name was. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to click Wikipedia. His name was Roy Clark.
Roy Clark.
Yeah, they said he got guitar player of the millennium. I couldn't believe it because I had my money because we had a hat in the room and you'd have to put in money. You had to put in 20 or 10 and put your name in there. And I put in Angus Young, and everybody put in different people. And we were like, who did they say? Roy who?
I think Tony Iommi's better than Angus Young.
And then who do they play for?
Tony Iommi is the guitar player for Black Sabbath.
Maybe he just isn't quite as flamboyant as Angus Young
Well, that's
is.
just it. Angus Young bounces around. He's a showman.
Well, he's always done that one step that he does. This says Roy Clark, Guitar Wizard. Let's see what this sounds
You say
like.
best dancer. You say guitar player.
He's not dancing. He's keeping time in his head because he has ADD.
Yeah, well,
Felix, I'm sorry that I messed up your audition.
No, that's all right.
I just...
I guess. I don't get it. Did I ever show you my ukulele?
I was going to say the only Roy Clark I knew was the fucking hee-haw guy.
Hee-haw! Did you ever see this luscious chick from the TED Talks when she plays the ukulele? This girl is amazingly... She literally flirts with her audience. She seduces them with her eyes. And I found her... Because I like TED Talks. Here she comes. That's a ukulele. just thought she was just amazing. Just amazing.
She is good.
She's pretty, too. And she's just got the package, you know. She has got the package. I love TED Talks. Do you ever watch TED Talks? It's all the smartest people it's like the best people of everything in the whole world, you know. I saw this one that was, it was called To My Daughter, and it was a girl that had never had a daughter, and she is the most, her name is Sarah Kay. No, it's called If I Had a Daughter. Just listen to a couple of seconds of this chick. She'll freak you out. She freaked me out. I love TED Talks. This girl does slam poetry, and it's part of what she does, and some of the most amazing things I've ever heard come out of this chick's mouth. And she's like 27.
If I should have a daughter, instead of Mom, she's going to call me Point B. Because that way she knows that no matter what happens, at least she can always find her way to me. And I'm going to paint the solar systems on the backs of her hands. So she has to learn the entire universe before she can say, oh, I know that like the back of my hand. And she's going to learn that this life will hit you hard in the face, wait for you to get back up just so it can kick you in the stomach. But getting the wind knocked out of you is the only way to remind your lungs how much they like the taste of air. There is hurt here that cannot be fixed by Band-Aids or poetry. So the first time she realizes that Wonder Woman isn't coming, I'll make sure she knows she doesn't have to wear the cape all by herself. Because no matter how wide you stretch your fingers, your hands will always be too small to catch all the pain you want to heal. Believe me, I've tried. And baby, I'll tell her, don't keep your nose up in the air like that. I know that trick. I've done it a million times. You're just smelling for smoke, so you can follow the trail back to a burning house so you can find the boy who lost everything in the fire to see if you can save him. Or else, find the boy who lit the fire in the first place to see if you can change him. But I know she will anyway, so instead, I'll always keep an extra supply of chocolate and rain boots nearby, because there is no heartbreak that chocolate can't fix. Okay, there's a few heartbreaks that chocolate can't fix, but that's what the rain boots are for, because rain will wash away everything if you let it. I want her to look at the world through the underside of a glass-bottom boat, to look through a microscope at the galaxies that exist on the pinpoint of a human mind, because that's the way my mom taught me, that there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this, my mama said, when you open your hands to catch and wind up with only blisters and bruises. When you step out of the phone booth and try to fly, and the very people you want to save are the ones standing on your cape. When your boots will fill with rain and you'll be up to your knees in disappointment, and those are the very days you have all the more reason to say thank you. Because there's nothing more beautiful than the way the ocean refuses to stop kissing the shoreline, no matter how many times it's sent away. You will put the wind in winsome, lose some. You will put the star in starting over, and no matter how many landmines erupt in a minute, be sure your mind lands on the beauty of this funny place called life. And yes, on a scale from 1 to over-trusting, I am pretty damn naive. But I want her to know that this world is made out of sugar. It can crumble so easily, but don't be afraid to stick your tongue out and taste it. Baby, I'll tell her, remember your mama is a worrier and your papa is a warrior, and you are the girl with small hands and big eyes who never stops asking for more. Remember that good things come in threes, and so do bad things, and always apologize when you've done something wrong, but don't you ever apologize for the way your eyes refuse to stop shining. Your voice is small, but don't ever stop singing. And when they finally hand you heartache, when they slip war and hatred under your door and offer you handouts on street corners of cynicism and defeat, you tell them that they really ought to meet your mother.
That's my, I actually spent, like 30 minutes, because I try to type as fast as somebody can talk, because I'm a paralegal.
Yeah, good luck. I'm not a good typer.
I type about 120 a minute, and I tried to type it all out, and I sent it to Heather, and she has it up on her bulletin board. You ought to meet my mother. I like that. So she's amazing. There's a lot of cool things you can learn on TED Talks, but I found that ukulele lady, and I was just blown away. I was like, gee, she's good.
Yeah, she is. You know, I just want to go back to something that happened a little while ago in the chat. And
let's go back.
the whole Kevin A. Kierstead thing. I want to point out, I'm not the one who started that. Kevin's the one who had to mention, in the chat and leave all pissy, like, you know what I mean? So, if people want me to drop it, maybe Kevin should, maybe Kevin should drop it. Because, just saying.
Well, as much as I know people, he's still listening. So this is all I have to say about that. Kevin, listen, there's not many people that have been drug around this network more than me, okay? And the minute you realize that somebody was just jumping on an opportunity to do something that they thought maybe you could take, you see what I'm saying? Then you have to just say, don't be mean to her. No, I'm sorry.
It escalated from a harmless troll on Facebook where I was just ribbing him a little bit, and then he got all fucking butthurt, and it escalated fast, and the next thing you know, he was basically saying there was nothing I could do to ever bother someone like him. Right? Apparently I did, and that was a couple of months ago. I feel it's time to move on. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's time to sing that proverbial song to Kevin Kierstead, and we all know what that is, right? You ready, everybody?
What's that?
It's 38 seconds long. Sing along.
Been trolled, you've been trolled, yes, you've probably been told. Don't reply to this guy, he's just trying to get a rise out of you. Yes, it's true, you respond and that's his cue to start trouble on the double while he strokes his manly stubble. You've been trolled, you should probably just fold when the only winning move
is not to play.
And yet you keep on trying, mindlessly reply. You've been trolled, have a nice day.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
So, Kevin, you've been trolled. It's okay. You cannot fold. No, I'm joking.
So it's over. Like, I'm not saying he's got to, hang around and put his arm around me and be my buddy, but why make himself look like a butthurt pussy every time I show up in a chat? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it.
It's time to walk up and be a man. Would you not agree?
Yeah.
Here we go, everybody. It's time to be a man. Because after all, he's a manny man. Have you ever heard Goose sing this? He goes, you're a man.
What makes a man? Is it the power in his hands? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top so we can know your story. Now you're a man, now you're a man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a man.
There you go.
That goes out to you, Kevin A. Kierstead. And I love you.
Yeah. So, I guess what I'm saying is, Kevin, if you want to come around shows I'm at, I won't bring up the fucking stuff, and we'll just move on. Right? That's the best I can offer. Right? You know what I mean? Yeah.
But, Joe, in all seriousness, you really are a major alpha male. I'm sorry. Just saying.
Yeah, I really wish that was true.
And you don't think it is?
No.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
No, I'm not.
You really are. You honestly don't think that... I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about right in the middle of your chest. You're not an alpha male.
Well, I do what I want and say what I want. And
that's an alpha male. Do you not give a fat rat's ass?
Well, yeah, but it don't always do good for your career.
Well, you have to know whose ass is to kick, Dodo Head. You have to kiss the.
Yeah.
You have to kiss the ring. I mean, okay.
I tell a lot of people all the wrong people to fuck off.
Oh boy, alpha male can go one step over the line. You never alpha male to the El Bossarino, or somebody that plays golf with him. You have to kiss. Everybody has to kiss a ring in life. Everybody. Mine happens to be my Uncle Paul. Well, of course, Victor's, but I'm just saying, everybody. If you're dancing, you're going to pay a fiddler somewhere, and your fiddler obviously got told to go jump in the lake somewhere. Is what you're saying? Is that right?
Too many times, yeah.
Gunner's running again. He's running in his sleep. Isn't that funny? He's trying to catch a ball, I think.
You know the one advantage of being bald?
What?
Is knowing that you'll never be seen in public with a ponytail.
Gunner, you're hitting the wall. Now stop it. You're going to hurt yourself, baby. Come here. Wake up.
Is it true that News Guy has a ponytail?
He has. He puts it on and off. It depends on who he's with. He's very easily. He's very. I think. I wouldn't say he's a beta cuck. He's definitely beta in a certain sort of the manner because. Come here, Bubba. It's okay. Your nose is like a piece of ice. He gets in these dreams and he slammed his head into the wall accidentally, Pumpkin. Okay, back up. Back. Good boy. Back. Keep backing up. Back up.
So, is it like a Jew ponytail or is it like a fucking old hippie ponytail?
It is one on both sides. Pigtails is what I'm saying. To me, a real man never, ever, ever changes his opinion.
So he has the Jew pigtails, is what you're saying, the Jew ringlets?
I'm sorry to say that as much as I held him on a pedestal for months on end, I never realized that he would cave in like this to pressure. A real man does not know what peer pressure means. A real man is his own peer pressure. And that you can blame on your mother or the lack of your father. Because most beta males are singing the Daddy Didn't Love Me blues.
So you're saying that the News Guy has two legitimate pigtails. Like the Wendy's chick on the Wendy's
absolutely. And the reason why is because he caved in one time to the stress that he was put under when Goofy Bone was calling him every day last year going, "You're gonna like that bitch? Are you kissing her ass? Are you a pussy?" And so he caved and he started hating me and blamed it on some spelling bee or something that we had. And then he was nice again. And he caved again, so he definitely received ponytails at that time. I thought, you're going to fall for this shit again, you stupid son of a bitch. Gunner, you're fixing to get a wow spanky butt. Now stop.
Wow.
He wants to go out there. You want to go out there with Dad? He's got his ball in his mouth. I wish I could show you.
So do you think News Guy really lives in Iceland?
I know he does.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he does. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. What makes a man? Every time I hear that stupid song, it never leaves my mind for some reason. Everything else can leave my mind, but that one's just one of those ones that sticks with you, you know? Now you're a man. I just love when Goose goes, man. Goose does it so stupid. Sometimes when he just, never mind, he's just stupid.
I should get that song for when people fucking come in my chat and fucking say shit.
Or hardcore.
When I used to troll everybody and keep my show up #1 and make all them fucking turds fucking chimp out.
Ooh, I smell some old Joe Seeker coming out. This is the real. You're peeking out. Come on out. Come on, Joe. Come on out.
People used to come in my chat all the time, and they would say things like, "Hey, can I get a shout out?" You probably get this too. Like, "Can I get a shout out?" Right. Mm-hmm. So I used to tell them all that I do shout outs at the top of the hour. Right.
Right.
And then my buddy Duck made a clip for me. And I used to have it in the auto player that at the top of the hour it would say something like, Shillbilly Internet Radio, this shout out goes out to. And then it would go, imagine your name here. And we mean this from the bottom of our hearts. And I always thought that was funny.
Well, one thing that really gave him the Ponytail Award, news guy, was whenever I'm in his chat room, which I try to make it every day, sometimes I'm late, he'll read what I put in chat, and then he'll make up what it means. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
Okay, on my chat room, I'll say, shit, Pops, why did you leave the Sisters Forever Beta? I am. Willie has a tail. I can't wait for this Alpha Beta thing to pass. Aaron, what do you mean you want me to still keep talking about beta males? I mean, come on. So he puts on the record, on the official record, something completely different. If you don't believe me, it happens almost every day. He'll go, Debbie, what do you mean? I'm not going to pick up your call. And my chat would have said, somebody's trying to call you on Skype. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he tries to always spin it like he's on top, for sure.
Only with me.
No, he does it to me, too. I completely wrecked him in a debate one day, and for whatever reason, he thinks he won.
Maybe he's bisexual. Oh, you stop it. You're being a doo-doo brain. I'll tell Daddy in a minute to take you outside and throw the ball.
But don't you think it's strange that somebody from New York who moved to Iceland to work would have such a strong stance against immigration?
Well, Apocalypse says he hasn't slept in 2 days. He barely knows where he's at. He's been on Spreaker. He's doing a Spreaker binge because he has to work every day during the week. Oh, it's pretty funny. You know, Aaron, let me just say something, sweetie. I don't know you, but this I do know. I know you're one of Desert Zombies, and I know that you have been, I hate Debbie. And although we're not here to deprogram you or reprogram you, all I'm saying is that we know what you've been through, and I just want to put that out there. Go ahead, Joe. What were you saying, sweetie?
I don't know. Yeah, I got lost there.
I was talking to Aaron. Let's do a mic check. Stand by. I hate Debbie. And although we're not here to deprogram you or reprogram you, all I'm saying is that we know what you've been through, and I just want to put that out there. Go ahead, Joe. What were you saying, sweetie?
I don't know. Yeah, I got lost there.
Okay, we're fine. You know what they used to do on Blog Talk Radio? The trolls that would come in the chat rooms, and I fell for it several times. They would say, do you hear anything? No, do you? I have dead air. And I'd and I'd go,
dead air troll.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear? Yeah, that's great. Or what about the typing troll? Sometimes the Jew would call me, and he would be like this the whole time. Hey, Debbie, what are you doing? And he'd go.
No, my favorite, Uncle Bobby. Do you know Uncle Bobby?
Yes, I know Uncle Bobby.
I do shows with Uncle Bobby. I get a fucking chip bag, and when he's trying to talk about shit, I fucking ruffle the chip bag. And I do it, see how long it takes him to lose it.
When Bathtub Girl would call my show, all right, I'm not paying you the freaking bet right now, okay? This is different, okay? She would splash in the bathtub when I would start talking.
She would splash in the bathtub.
Where she got her name Bathtub Girl is she would always call in the bathtub. Anytime she called Blog Talk, and she'd actually be in the bathtub, which we later anyway. And she had all these men fooled, and she would say, I will send them out a vial full of my bathwater for so-and-so. And she even had me fooled, okay? Wait a minute, I'm just having this self-awareness. This is why this bitch hates me, probably. Because she called into my show like 8 different times, maybe not even that, maybe 7, 8 times. And she would splash real loud like whenever I would talk. And the guys in the chat room that knew me would private message me, Debbie, this girl's trolling you. Well, she sends me this picture. She had this picture on her Facebook, and it said, of this gorgeous model out of Italy. And she says, I hated wearing these shoes. And then she had this picture of this wedding where the same model was in this wedding. And she goes, I never wanted to go to that wedding. And she made everybody think. Do you have one of those yippy dogs?
Yeah, I do.
Gunner, we got a yippy dog. What do yippy dogs? We do the death shake, Mommy. Yes, we do the death shake.
Not to my Becca.
Aw. You and Heather and those yippy dogs.
That's my girl.
Heather has weenie dogs.
Listen, I never had a small dog like that in my life until I got this one, and I got her from somebody else.
That's good. See, that's good.
They're awesome little dogs. They're just awesome.
Yeah, I'm afraid of men that don't like dogs and cats.
Yeah, I got a soft spot for animals.
I do too. I have a real soft spot for them.
House is full of fucking cats, fucking stray cats, and fucking got 3 cats here.
You have mousers?
Oh, I'd say so. There's no mice in this house.
Did they go under your house?
Well, I got a basement, so.
Say there's a mouse in the house. About.
There's a mouse in the house?
I love that. You cannot fake that accent. I don't care if you tried. Can you try to talk like a Texan? Say there's a house in the there's a mouse in the house about.
You want me to sound like a Texan?
Yeah.
Y'all better get on out of there now, I reckon. I don't know. Fuck.
No, you have to say there's a mouse in the house about.
There's a mouse in the house about. I don't know.
That is so funny to hear somebody that speaks, because when I used to talk to Zeki was from Great Britain. He lived in. You are making a complete fool out of yourself while I'm on the air. Listen to him. Can you hear him? That's Gunner. He's got his ball. He's wanting me to go play volley. Anyway, Zeki was very proper. He was from London, England. He actually, well, never mind. I'll dox him. But he, hold on just one second, everybody. I'm going to tell Joe. And he would every now and then go, y'all need to come over here and visit us. And it was so weird to hear him go from that accent to going, it's hard to say. I mean, you can hear, all right, wait a minute. It's real easy for us to go into the, hello, how are you? I'm from France. Does that make sense? But it's, never mind, forget it. It sounds dumb. I don't know how to put it. Shut up, Joe. I quit talking. You know, it's just weird to hear somebody with a foreign accent do a United States accent is what I'm saying. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Ouch.
We're so boring, Joe. Listen to us.
Yeah,
but
we
see,
are.
you do this. This is what Joe does. This is this is why I fell in love with him, because he'll go like this. He'll go, hey, everybody, it's Monday morning. Then he'll go, he just doesn't give a fuck. And I just loved that when I was listening to his show that time. I thought it was great. I was like, oh, I like this guy. Something about him I like. Stop.
Yeah, well, the show is the show. I just do.
Give us a time. Do you do wake and bake at what time?
Well, depends a lot on what time I get up and what my work schedule is.
So it's just whenever you... Do you tweet the shows or anything?
Do I do anything to...
Do you send out any kind of a notification that you're on? Because I've never gotten any kind of a notification
just,
that you're on.
When I start up on Spreaker, and then I post it usually in Apocalypse's Facebook page there, Spreaker Tavern.
Apocalypse's Facebook page. Spreaker Tavern. Yeah, I think I'm a part of that. Because I've never gotten a notice, like a ding. Because when somebody tweets, like I've got...
Yeah, I don't tweet or...
Because I think...
I got a Twitter account. I just never log into it and do anything.
Twitter's the way to go. It's the way... If I didn't tweet my shows out, which they automatically do it here on Spreaker, a lot of people would miss any of my live shit, whatever stuff. Just saying. But, that's cool. I mean, whatever. Excuse me. Well, do we have anybody else to fillet on the show today, Joe? You're mad. Who's pissed you off? What's
I'm not mad. No, I'm just winding down. I'm burnt out.
I woke up out of a dead sleep. I was taking my NFL nap, and Allie Top called me and woke me up out of a dead sleep.
Yeah, see, I'm even being nice to her, right? And stuff, and I don't know why everybody's having such trouble accepting that.
Okay, stop. Let's say, who is everybody? This is what they did to me the other night in a Skype chat that nobody heard. It was a couple of people that were saying, everybody, who hates you and who doesn't hate you. And so,
well, like, I'm just saying, like, there's people fucking doing shows and stuff and, talking about, like I sold out and fucking because I talked to you and, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't, I don't know.
Then don't talk to me.
Yeah, well, like, what am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to do what they said. They said the same thing to Lester. Get the fuck away from me. I'll talk to who I fucking want to. But you said you didn't like her. Fuck you. Did I say that a minute ago? To have to repeat myself? That's what Lester said. Lester could give a fuck. You don't think they think Lester sold me out harder than you did, as Joe? Harder. Lester.
I remember when you guys went at her way back when.
Lester had me up against the ropes. And then I don't know what happened. I was sitting there that day, and I trolled him back with that stupid thing that I did, and I guess I never really went batshit.
I've got that somewhere.
What?
Lester the Molester.
Oh yeah, I've got that too. I did it. I went back at him, and he must have said, "Hey, she understands," because I never really went hard on him on my show. This idiot named Lester is reprehensible what he's doing. I never did that. I went at Guy a little bit. In a funny, goofy, kind of stupid way, but I went out with I went to Lester kind of hard on that thing I did. You know what I mean? It was pretty embarrassing. If you want to know the truth. That's what you do. This is what I did.
This is just like Goodfellas. Sooner or later, everybody takes a beating.
Here's Guy.
Press Debbie Daily, Debbie Daily, Debbie Daily, Debbie Daily, Debbie, 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 Debbie Daily, Debbie, Debbie Daily, Debbie, 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 Debbie Daily, Debbie.
Now, let me tell you the reason I trolled him. He was actually saying on the show, this is what Steve Rush does. Okay? But see, I trolled him back by taking out that and just making it look like Guy Shea was going, Debbie, 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 Debbie. And that's what they appreciate. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. So shut up and fuck off and just get out of the fucking game, people.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, if you want me to get serious and get pissed off, nobody's been bitched at and trolled harder than I have on this fucking network. And if you don't believe me, just search Debbie Daily and see how there's 120 fucking sock accounts. Okay? I get it. I don't know you. You don't hate me, okay? Now, you may hate the way I am. You may hate my personality, and I understand that. But if you truly dislike somebody, and I can give you a good example, but I'm under a fucking gag order right now, I don't care to listen to her. It makes my teeth itch. Oh, hi. And then she goes, ha. I don't know how she laughs. And then she'll go, oh, I see that. Yeah, I know. A narcissist. I absolutely. Wait a minute. Well, I knew Debbie. Yeah, oh, trust me. I don't go around her. I mean, people, that makes my fucking teeth itch when I hear her go, hi, I went to the doctor, then I waited there a long time, and he said that my red blood cell count was 3, and this one was 4, and then I went home, and blah, 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 me.
Oh, yeah, but you know what I did learn on her show?
Fuck.
I did learn something on her show.
But I don't go, and I don't fucking, hold on, Jill, let me make this, I'm going to drive the point home right here. I can't stand it. So if you really can't stand me, why are you listening to me? Because you're in denial. You're a jealous hater is what they are. See, that's a private joke. What about her? She makes me insane.
Well, what I learned on her show was, and I never knew this until I listened to her, is that normally pancreatic cancer is fatal. Mm-hmm. But if you catch lupus when you have pancreatic cancer, the lupus will kill the cancer.
Oh, I know, and it scares me that person barely can speak the English language, or even she can, and she's been working on a thesis since the year 2008. Can prove, have audio.
Well, she, I'm
just being honest, man.
I don't know anything about that. I just know that she basically said that lupus cures pancreatic cancer. So
I wish my fucking father would have known that. I would have given him a bath with somebody that has lupus. You know what? When Stephen and Heather caught the chicken pox, Annette brought her kid over there to take a bath with them. And she did. We gave them a bubble bath. But they were all the same age. They were all best friends. I should have set that up a little bit better. Danielle, her daughter Danielle, she goes, they've both got chicken pox. I said, yep. And she goes, gosh, I wish Danielle would catch it earlier. Or something like that. And Danielle came down with chicken pox. Because that way you get secure life. I mean, you don't, because, well, the vaccination's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, isn't there some place in the world over there where there's cobras? They take poison from the snakes and they put it in fucking babies' milk, little bits at a time with their babies.
For what?
To build up an immunity to it.
Are you serious?
When they get older, when they get bit by the snake, it won't be so fatal.
Wow, I've never heard about that. But they just now recently came out with the chickenpox vaccine, didn't they? In the past 5 years or so.
Yeah,
I know Danielle's only 22, so I know it hasn't been that long, and she did that. I mean, because I was talking to her, I told her, I said, well, you know, it's better if they get it when they're older. They'll get scars on their face and on their skin. And if they're babies, they won't have a scar left on them. She goes, fuck, I'm going to bring her over there and let her hang around with them. I said, if you really wanted to catch it, let her take a bath with them. Ask her if I'm lying. I swear to God, I'm not. Anyway, but so, yeah. I don't know why I brought that up. What did you say? Something brought that up. I don't remember what it was. You've been trolled. Yes, you've probably been told. Don't reply to this guy.
So are you going to accept the Jews' olive branch of friendship?
I always hear that voice in my freaking head. You must always forgive, Debbie. I'll forgive, but I won't forget. No, he's not going to come back around. How about that?
Yeah, well, I remember him saying that he'd never come on your show again anyway.
I think he's just trying to show that I can be his bitch. So I'll tell you what, out there listening, Mr. Person Man, I'll double this bet if I ever let him back on the show again. You understand me? You got me, boy? You got me, boy? Wow. Not him. I'm talking to somebody else. Here's the last troll I did, everybody. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this break.
Hello, all you beautiful people out there in Spreaker Land. This is Bootsy McGee here on Spreaker.com, and I'm here to talk to you about haters. You know what they say, haters gonna hate. And you know that's right, haters is just gonna hate. Now, we have some interviews here today. Our first interview is with our friend Lester the Molester. Lester, how are you today? Well, that's just really, really good. And what do you know about haters? Can you tell us about haters, Lester?
Why, yes, I can. I am Chester the Molester, and I'm here to tell you that I am only 22 years old. But I'm here to talk to you about a hater on this here Spreaker.com, and her name is Debbie Daly. She is 153 years old, and she is the driest old hag you've ever seen in your life. And she's an old talent hack. And she's a hater. Oh, she's a drama queen too. The loneliest old twat you ever saw in your life. And us down here in Texas, now you know I'm here on my brother-in-law Johnny's radio station, 'cause he lets me be on here. I ain't got a wife. My wife done left me years ago 'cause I'm an old piece of shit. I'm fat, I'm old, and as a matter of fact, if you look at the picture of me on my show page here, that's the best picture I've ever had took, and I look like shit in it. So you can imagine what I look like in person. What about you, Bootsy?
Oh, no you don't. You're not going to get me to talk bad about Debbie Daly. I actually love Debbie Daly. Because you know something? They may call me Bootsy McGee here on the network, but I'm really a boy. I'm a boy. I'm a male. And I hate haters. As a matter of fact, I hate everything. I hate you. I hate me. I hate my mother. I hate my brother. No, wait a minute. I don't have a brother or a mother. I forgot. I hate my dog. Do I have a dog? Deb! I got a cat. Deb! That's the closest thing I've ever come to pussy anyway.
And we're back live here on the afternoon just off the cuff show with my guest here with me today, Joe Seeker of the infamous Shillbilly Network fame. Mr. Seeker, are you there? I believe he laid the phone down. And so we'll go back with, well, that's all we have. I didn't finish the Lester clip, but it just goes on and on. Now, the other part, Bootsy McGee, represented a guy on this network named Iconoclast. And Iconoclast went so hard at me for calling him a faggot, one word, that he sent a private detective over to my daughter's house to stake her out, and when she left, to follow her and he won't deny this. He won't deny it. Follow her to Walmart, walk through Walmart with her, go through the checkout line with her, and follow her out to where my son was living, trying to find out where I lived. And so I then got a letter delivered to said address saying, you are hereby ordered to cease and desist any harassment of my client. Okay? It's irrehensible what you're doing. Well, I contacted the attorney with a hand-delivered by Stephen letter. I said, drive it straight to his desk and make him sign for it. Don't let a secretary sign for it. That said, Dear Mr. Attorney, I am in receipt of your most recent threat and 10-day letter ordering me to cease and assist the above referenced person. Please be advised, sir, that the United States American Bar Association would not be very thrilled to know that you are threatening frivolous lawsuits to tax-paying citizens, unless it's the late ones from 1999. It is through the authority of the blah, 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 and I quoted the code, the United States Code, that I hereby order you to cease and assist threatening me with a frivolous lawsuit, which I'm sure the Texas State Bar would love to know that you're doing. Do your homework. I enclose the following links. I gave him links to show audio where this little twink was going, fuck you, Debbie Daly, you fucking cunt. You fucking hillbilly, no class having, piece of shit, fucking bitch, la-di-da. And then this guy had made web pages dedicated to me. Well, I guess we all know about that stupid bitch, Debbie, the cunt, backward ass, piece of shit, motherfucking blah, 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 blah. 7 links. I get a letter delivered the next day that says, please be advised, I no longer represent beep, beep. That's who's playing Bootsy McGee. That's why because he goes on his show and he goes, I'm going to sue her for everything she owns, and I'm going to get everything she has. Everything she has. And I'm sorry. You know, that's why I say, I know that you don't go in an attorney's office and start throwing around shit like that. You'll get that attorney in trouble if he buys your bullshit. And I see that stupid idiot shouldn't have taken that little twink, that little sprite on his word. I called him one time 3 years ago, not 3 months, 3 years ago on Blog Talk Radio. He was in my chat room one night. And I said, get out of my chat room, Iconoclast, you little faggot. One time. And he had repeated for that many years calling me every name in the book. Now that's what I call irony in a bunch of these people around here. It's like sometimes what these people say about me, that's what they are because they're that psychotic. I mean, Think about it. Oh, that's my daughter. Can we come over? Wait, Mommy, can I come over and you go out shopping with me for Thanksgiving food? All right, hold on. Yep. Siri, call Heather, please.
Calling Heather.
One ringy dingy.
Hello.
Who's your favorite, me or Daddy?
You.
Yay. So, do you want to go get some Thanksgiving food right now, or what, Angel?
I don't care. Philip's asleep. The Kardashians come on at 8, and like literally, I'm just relaxing. So.
8 o'clock. Okay, I think I can do that. Let me just get ready and get out of here. Okay.
I just thought because I work tomorrow, and then he has another bid at 4, and he might even have more, and then he has to do an actual house at 9 a.m.
And
so,
he won a bid in Preston. Okay. All right.
So,
well,
like,
I'll let you go.
He's got a bid on Monday, and then he's got an actual
Okay.
job on Tuesday. So.
Well, if you want me to come, I'll have to get off the phone.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye.
See, I never say bye. Well, everybody, I guess that concludes this edition of the Debbie Daily Train Wreck with my guest, Joe Seeker, who is a perfect person in my book. And I don't even care if he goes back to hating me. Hate me again. I don't give a crap. I'm never going to change what I think about you just because somebody is... Because I understand trolling, I guess. I don't know what it is about me, but I just know that there are people out there that hate people, but hate without... I mean, how could you hate somebody that you just listen to? That's a really strong word. You know, that's a really, really strong word. I mean, I don't know that I actually could hate anybody. Hate them. I suppose if somebody killed one of my children, I might see me hating that person. Truly, truly, with a flame in my chest. But to say you hate somebody like me that you don't even know, you've never even met, and I don't give a fuck. I mean, there's a bunch of seats left over there with the people that are still waiting for me to give a fuck. But I'm just saying, I think it's kind of weird. And that's not me being narcissistic. It's irresponsible that she would say that. No, it's just the facts. I don't hate any of you. Well, how could I hate you? I don't know you. Now, I actually hate JP, but no, I'm joking. I mean, I guess it's a really strong dislike for just like if somebody really makes you flip. And although when I first, now I'm going to give you this. When I first started getting trolled in 2010, I gave them some audio that was audio radio go. I would freak out. You know, one night I literally had a meltdown. And there's somebody on this network that plays that often. That happened in 2010. And then I grew up real quick. Made friends with bunches of them, and it just never really happened again. But there's people that hang on to those little pieces of you before you woke up or you changed or you realized what was going on. And I realized that when something happened to somebody else and they flipped, I thought that was funny. I honestly did, and I still do. So that told me, and this is the logic that I use in real life, guys, okay? This is why people go, wow, they come and ask me questions. Because here's my logic in that. My dad always taught me to take whatever happens, get yourself out of the picture and look at it, okay? Try to look at everything objectively. So here's what I did. I said to myself, if I can laugh at them flipping out Ghost, or if I can laugh at them flipping out Kay Gallagher, or whoever, then why can't I see the humor in them making me flip out? That's got to really be funny. So why would I get mad at something like that? Now, what I got really angry at was when they took it offline and into our personal life. I thought, and Zeki, who's one of the king of all trolls, Okay? I'm not joking either. And other people talk to me too. What they did is not trolling. That is a complete jungle cat, a complete different jungle cat. So I just want to say right now that, yeah, when you chimped out, Debbie. Yeah, but that was before I changed. You can't really hold somebody to the way they used to be. And if you do, you need to get out of the game because you're cheating. And that's not the way you play the game. You judge the person for however they have morphed, changed, gone downhill. People change all the time. It's according to their, people change according to their environment. If their life is fucked up, you'll see a person's personality change on them. If life's going great, you'll see a person that you want to be around constantly, because people are drawn to power, to positive power. Whether or not you believe that is your problem, but you're drawn to positivity. That's what we get that's where we suck our life off to. Some people wonder, why are so many people of quote unquote special needs drawn to me? You think I go out and seek these people? They're drawn to me. I can name them: Jimmy, David, Andy, Josh. Hold on, I missed it. Dalton. That's 5. This is just the people you know. Ask yourself that. It's because you're the queen tard. No. Think about it. Really think about it. And I'm not sitting here saying, I told you she's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. No, I'm not. I'm looking at myself objectively speaking here. I mean, I do a lot of stuff wrong too. A lot of stuff. Trust me. But that's not what I'm here to tell you about. Hey, well, I'll tell you what I did last week. I fucked up on this. But, I'm not here to do that. So you think that I do that I'm a phony. And it's because of that you don't like me, because some people don't like what they don't understand. The unknown, how can somebody be like that is the unknown, and some people are afraid of the unknown. I crave it. There's not a haunted house. You can ask Philip. There's not a haunted house. Bring it on, I'll say. Convince me that you're murdering that doll. And I'm not afraid of the unknown. Some of you are, I guess. I don't know. It's not. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that have a hell of a lot better qualities than me. I wish I had my son's stoicism. I mean, he'll go, Mom, I think Gunner's choking in the backyard. What do you mean he's choking in the backyard? I go crazy. What is it, buddy? What? What? This is Gunner, not Fufu. What's up, bub? He wants to go outside. Are you still there? Did you drop the phone, or did you just not get back?
I'm back.
I gotta go over to my daughter's and go buy. Hold on a minute. Thank you. And besides, Gunner, listen to Gunner. Watch, I'm gonna get him to talk. What? You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Okay, all right. I gotta go.
Okay, no problem. I got things to do too.
I gotta go. I got people that need me. Bye. Love y'all. Bye. Bye, Joe.